now that we looked at those, who wants to look at their chart and see what's going on here? I literally just drank my water, and it did that. Please. Okay, let's see what's going on for you. I like how your soul urge is 5, and what's sitting down there is your Jupiter in your 5th house, and its interception. What does your soul want to do, Rajan? Well, it wants you to do the odd thing with that Saturn during your Saturn return that I told you about. You know, that Saturn Aquarius at 9 degrees. Yeah, you got that yod to your Jupiter. So that soul urge is literally pulling you over there. It's like, we doing this. You even got that communication with Aries going on. If you weren't feeling it before, you're going to be feeling it now. All of this Pisces and Chiron are happening in your 11th house. Like, every damn thing with Pisces and Chiron's happening in your 11th house. And one of the things I rolled was 11th house energy. Whew, so all that community stuff, everything dealing with people. Your sun is at exact degree with Neptune, which means it's right in between Venus and the new moon. So you're having like this double. If you haven't done the thing yet, why haven't you done the thing yet is pretty much going to be my response. Because you also have Chiron with you in this yod. You got 2 yods pointing at this. 2. It's not just one. You got 2 pointing at this thing. And you got all of this, like, just imagine everything I showed you with Pisces, you got that sitting on your sun. So it's almost like there's a new moon, and then you got your sun creeping up on the new moon, basically, like off by a couple degrees. This for you is, like I said, you're going to be doing a lot of subconscious things. I would not be surprised that if you put something on the internet or communication-wise, network, whatever, if you just allow yourself to speak subconsciously on that platform or whatever you create, this isn't like intrapersonal. This is like, you know, dreams, wishes, community, your own individuality. Like, let that subconscious energy just lead you to say whatever, because your subconscious Mercury over here in Aries is like ready to heal with how conjunct it is. That Chiron and forming, hey, let's open up some hidden blessings over here in your Virgo. It's ready. It is so ready. Your communication is going to feel off until you allow this, hun. Because it's going to feel off because you're not giving yourself an outlet for it. It's pretty much screaming for an outlet. You also have your Uranus and your Neptune sextiling from your 9th house to all of this energy. It's creating opportunities for you. There's going to be a lot of learning. There's going to be possibilities to be taught things, but also be a teacher. There's also going to be this there could definitely be work and money with this being in Capricorn. And since your North Node is Capricorn, it's like you're pulled in that direction anyways. And plus you got Pluto in here, and it's conjunct your Neptune. So you got a lot of energy here that could give you that ambition to learn everything you need to. Especially if you've been putting things off. If you use this motivation, you could really ground yourself. Like if you're feeling like, I don't know how to do this thing, I don't know how to do this thing, this energy could really help you open up and just absorb a lot of information about like, how do I set this up? How do I go about getting this thing? How do I go about like promoting? Because this is 11th house energy, media, all that stuff. It's like, this is a great opportunity for you to just learn a whole lot of stuff and just start doing things subconsciously. Your Pluto's even at 22 degrees Scorpio over here. So you have your Pluto at 22 trining everything in Pisces. You have so many things opened up at this new moon. And 22 is that number I told you about. You got to do something. Like, don't sit around and wait for something to happen. You got to do something here. I mean, this is very intuitive energy. Like, you have so much intuitive energy over here just screaming for you to use it, utilize it with this. You also have Mercury transiting conjunct all this stuff over here in your 10th house. You're getting an extra boost of communication in Aquarius in your 10th house with your return happening in your 10th house. This is, you have so much energy sitting up here. That's like learn, career, community, do it, subconscious, do it, just do it. You were giving all, it's like it doesn't feel that way, but you've been given all the opportunities to learn to surrender so you could tap this. Tap it, girl. Rajan, I do that all the time live. I don't know how many times I have sat here with you guys and completely lost my train of thought and just start talking again. Like, I don't even know if it connects to what I was saying before. I just start talking. I understand 22. You guys know my ascendant is like the running chain of 22s. So you being pushed to do this and dive and having so many opportunities for this is like, don't let it pass you up, hun. And my memory's been straight up crap too. I am not gonna lie. I've had people say things to me and then I just forget. And I'm like, wait, what? And they literally, it wasn't even a minute past. I was trying. There's been a lot of those lately. My memory is straight up crap, okay? But when I do this stuff, I don't really feel like I'm trying to remember things, so to speak. It's almost like stuff's just flowing out. So, and I have a lot of 11th house energy that is used to create things. Like, it's not like I have tons of stuff. Well, I'm going to be having tons of stuff in the 11th with transits, but natally, I don't have tons of stuff in there. I have 2 planets in there, but what it does to my chart is like a battery. So the 2 things I have in there do the most. So I understand what it feels like when your 11th house is what gives you, it's almost like your channel. It's like what you do talking to other people, what you do in communities, when either you're writing or talking and it's a group thing, that's when things just come out. And it's not like you're remembering things or anything like that. It's just a straight thing that comes out, and that's your 11th house. And it's going to feel very weird for you because you have it intercepted and you really have to trust it. That once you start talking, like, you can't plan it. Like, your Jupiter's over here, like, have your internal fortitude and your internal feeling of expansion as you're learning. But it's not like you are actively doing something. There's a lot of internal stuff that you're doing that brings this out, especially internal dialogue for you is a huge thing. So instead of putting yourself down, as hard as it is for everything that you think bad about yourself, start saying something that's good. So you start rewiring yourself. Because the easier it is for you to rewire, the easier it's going to be for this to flow. And that's that unconditional love I was talking about earlier with the reading for the new moon. Yeah, instead of making a plan, like, just sit down and do something. Because there's something, like, I myself have been planning to do. And I'm trying to plan days to do it. And every time I plan a day to do it, I don't do it. So this is like a lesson in learning that it's better to just, when you're feeling in the moment, when you're feeling a calm, like, I'm going to do it right now, do it then. Is pretty much the best advice I can give you for that. Because there's certain things, yes, you need to plan out. There's timelines, like, life, there is things. But when it comes to our creative outlets, we try to treat them like life and try to box them when creativity can't be boxed. And when it's boxed in, it's not at its fullest potential. And that is also something that see, that's I mean, I wish you could post pictures on the thing easier too, because that sounds like really beautiful. But that's what I'm saying. It's like things are going to happen, especially like your sixth house energy over here, having that 22-degree Pluto. There's going to be things that happen, but you have to use this to your advantage. Trying to see what Uranus is doing over here with your stuff. Oh, waterfall, snow. Oh, that sounds beautiful. You have your moon conjunct Mars too. I'm telling you, your subconscious is being highlighted. Even your speaking with Mars rushing through your first house. It's like you're being given a boost over here. Quit trying to plan this. That's like the whole thing here. Quit trying to plan it. Just do something. Even if it's like you just talk little blips into something to remember something later, like say you get an idea, you want to talk about it, just voice record it real quick. Like, have a little thing you can voice record on your phone, or get a little voice recorder so you just remember to randomly voice record things. So that way it's not like you're trying to look for time. It's just like, oh, I've been struck with this idea, or, oh, this is like, I just want to talk about this randomly right now. So you just talk about it, and it'll be recorded. So you're not thinking about, man, I need to sit down and record this. It's like you can even splice it later. You can go back and literally write things out to make a thing with it later, like all combined together. You can do whatever you want with it, but at least you're getting it out when inspiration's striking, instead of holding it in and then forgetting to do something with it. Because your fifth house is ruled by Leo, but you have that intercepted Jupiter with Virgo energy in there. So it's almost like not understanding why internally you're not okay with doing something that would be very good for you, unless you have perfection, and that's because you have those self-critical tendencies. That's why I'm saying you need to change your verbiage up that you're saying to yourself. But this is really pointing at, hey, use it. It's gonna be there for a bit with Saturn, until Saturn's like past 10 degrees, or whenever, same thing for Chiron. But whenever that's going on, you're pretty much like getting this time right now. Just allow yourself to either write or record whatever you gotta do, even if it's sloppy. Like, don't think about it. Hey Jupiter. Don't even, yeah, I can do you after, Rajan, because I'm doing the new moon energy. This is trying to show you that being imperfect is the perfect thing for you. And I know that's weird, but like I said, you can't box in creative energy, and this is literally an expansive planet that's turned inwards, sitting in your 5th house of creativity. So you're learning how to just bubble all that to the surface. So yeah, even like, don't sit there thinking I'm gonna make this and have to stick it somewhere. It's more like you need to start something, is what it is. You need to start creating. Even if you don't put it out right away, like, you could be doing snippets and getting things together and then play it back, and then you're gonna know how you want things to be, but at least you got it out instead of like allowing it to sit there and losing it. Plus it'll be very releasing for you, because I mean, you have a lot of healing when it comes to your communication, and you starting to relay your subconscious through your voice holds a lot of power. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you. So don't beat yourself up. Just, give yourself a little bit of trying it here and there, instead of feeling like you need to have this perfect thing before you can allow anything to go through channels or whatever to it's like it has to be perfect for me to put out before I actually attempt something. It's like, that's not the truth here. Okay, so let me look at Jupiter over here and see what's going on for her chart. Oh wait, I didn't even click yours to... Were you even able to see the whole time what I was talking about, or was it like in this weird... Yeah, it was in like a weird area. Sorry about that, Rajan, but I think you've seen your chart so many times by now that you're kind of just like, yeah. Okay, where do I have Jupiter? Where are you sitting in here? Jupiter. Okay. Well then. So Jupiter, Yabba from Mars pointing at your moon, transiting right now. I don't know if you've been too... How can I put this? I don't know if... You're welcome, Rajan. Because until it moves past 7 degrees... No, 8 degrees. Until Mars is past 8 degrees, you're going to be having this yod. Right now, I believe it is at 6. This is either at 6 or 7. This is impulse, especially when it comes to you needing to speak your value. Talk about what you value. This could also be you talking about money. This right here is a very deep subconscious relationship. This could even be talking to, like, feminine figures, business partners. This could also be dealing with having that courage or that push needed to talk to maternal figures. And It's really highlighting relationships that have done a number on your subconscious. And being able to have the drive to actually talk about things. Like, during this transit, it's not like a transit that lasts a long time, so this is going to be more of a short time pull, maybe like another week or so, but it's definitely been happening at least a few weeks before this. But there's just a lot here, and plus there's learning a lot too. Very random bouts of information coming from possibly sources. Could be dreams too. People that you're dreaming about, especially relationships, if they're like deeply buried in there. This could be actually bringing a lot of that to the surface. And with a Scorpio moon, you're definitely not one to be trying to bring things to the surface easily. Now, having all this Pisces, your Jupiter, by the way, is in the middle, conjunct all of the Pisces stuff I talked about earlier. This, for you, is going to make it a very expansive energy. So everything I talked about, if you didn't see what I talked about with the Pisces new moon, because it's a lot, because there's the new moon, Neptune, and Venus all in here, your Jupiter's smack in the middle of all of it and expanding on the energy. It's bringing blessings in this energy too. So, plus all that's going to be trining your Chiron, like all of it. So this is bringing in good stuff, and it's bringing in some heavy hitting healing over here. And it's trying to create this easy flow for you. But that doesn't necessarily mean that only good will flow. You have to be careful, because when something has a very easy flow, it can flow both good and bad. So especially with Pisces energy, it can make you really fall back into things if you had bad habits or things in the past, unhealed things, unresolved issues when it comes to your relationships, marriages. I don't mean marriages. I don't know if you've had multiple marriages, but like marriage is 7th house energy, or just partnerships in general, or even dealing with your feminine shadow, like the things you're ashamed of. It's like your relationship with all these things is having a major, like, you're sitting in the void. It's like you, and plus it's in your 12th house. It's like all of this is being pulled out, whether you like it or not. Then you have your Uranus and your Neptune in Aquarius. Oh, look, and you have that North Node Virgo I was talking about. So you probably do want to go back and watch that stuff I was talking about earlier, because you actually have quite a bit of the things, even the Astro dice that was rolled, you actually have quite a bit of that energy sitting around here. Oh, that sounds cool. Because it's like a live way of doing that. It's a good way to express the energy. There's something here that's bothering me, though. I'm trying to figure out what it is. Wait, do you know your soul urge number? from numerology, because I talked about the soul urge number 2. That came up in the thing too. Not your life path. There should be calculators, like if you go on Google and type in soul urge calculator. I believe it's the one where you put in your name and it gives you the number, but it has to be the name, like the full name on your birth certificate to get the soul urge number. So it's whatever is written on your birth certificate you put there for your soul urge. I can calculate it, but I would have to get my stuff out because I can't remember that off the top of my head. Yeah, numerology is more than just your birthday and the numbers in the year and things like that. Like, you use everything for numerology. Your name, you can use brand names, all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, obviously I use it talking about degrees here. And I mean, it deals with people's time and birthdays, but at the same time, it's like not necessarily like I'm using someone's birthday to talk about it. I'm using it to talk about an energy and a planet. Soul number is 4. Which is very interesting because we had both 4th house. Wow. Okay, you really need to go look at the Astro dice part, especially because literally two of the things that came out, we got 4th house water and Cancer and water. And you literally have your 4th house Cancer. So I really think you're going to want to go look at that. Your soul urge, and that was the house I was talking about, look for your soul urge, is like go to where the houses that you have your soul urge number to see how to help yourself balance out this energy. And you literally have it in Cancer, and I kind of talked in depth about Cancer. Did you let me see. I mean, wait, I'm just going to do a random, see, look, this would be my thingy, right? I'm just doing it. Ooh. And it calculates and mine's an 8. And it even shows you on this one. I mean, if you want to follow what I just did to get it. For those of you that are wondering how to just randomly get your soul urge. But that was a quick, like I said, you can easily type it in and find it and just, but yeah, that's how you can find out. But you having the 4 energy, you're going to want to look in your 4th house. I really did talk about Cancer a lot since it was like double energy here. You're welcome, hon. So having a soul urge 4, for one, you got to think about everything 4 is connected to. It's connected to Rahu. It's connected to Uranus. The 4th house is connected to Cancer. It's connected to the builder or the people that create structure, foundations, pretty much looking at all the 4s of tarot, 4 of swords, rest, rejuvenation, 4 of wands, having that happy life, very creatively fulfilled, 4 of cups, not taking things for granted, big lesson there, and the 4 of pentacles, where you look to your wealth and see, do I have a lack mindset or do I have an abundance mindset? It's just a lot of checking yourself with each of the fours. So for this Pisces energy, I'm looking at this. You're gonna want to, if you haven't been, for you to be able to feel grounded in this Pisces energy, you're really gonna want to dive into all that stuff, especially if you're not sure if you're doing the right things, like, because fear-based ego energy can come up right now. You're going to want to go into each of those things that really connect to that soul urge number, so you're grounding yourself in it. Especially since you have so much going on where all this is concerned in your chart. It's just very subconscious and dealing with heavy healing and feminine energy. And having that yod happening with the Mars and Gemini. Is that needing to communicate your value. It's going to be very strong, a very strong pull. So definitely, excuse you, like how do I want to ban you. How do I, you banned, bye. I'm not dealing with that. No, Moobot, don't thank him for joining. What the frick? Gonna thank him for joining our friggin' thing and spamming my chat. As kind as Moobot is, no. I already banned him. But thank you for, like, I'll get rid of him too. But anyways, after that lovely jump in right there, that's great. But like I was saying, there's a lot of stuff here that you actually have that if you go back, it's going to make a lot of sense here. Because I literally talked about a lot of your placements. Especially, it's like the new moon reading itself talked a lot about these, but then like when I did the Astro dice, it went into all this as well. I mean, I even talked about the Virgo North node and the Pisces South node energy, and you actually have that too. So I would really say go back and watch that, plus the stuff I've told you, because there's a lot there for you in that. Like a lot. But yeah, I'm looking to see what else you had that popped up over there too. Libra, 7th house energy popped up, and you have Libra ruling your 7th house. Girl, there's so many things that popped up over there. Everything I'm looking at, there's more and more that popped up that I talked about in your chart. So you're going to get a lot out of that. I think even one of the Astro dice with Saturn, I think it was in fire. And I talked about how I talked about how that energy is working with Saturn. Yeah, you actually have a lot of it, like the more I'm looking at it. But yeah, I'll leave yours at that because you'll be able to combine both of these and kind of really get a lot out of it. So let me see. It's really interesting to see that what I rolled is popping up in people's stuff, though. You're welcome, hun. Believe me, there's going to be nothing. You're going to see what I talked about. There is nothing that is coincidence right now. Whatever you're doing, and if you're following something, go do it. If your intuition's pulling you, like, you need to just go with it and not be like, oh no, I can't, like, kind of thing. I'm realizing my soul urge being 8, I have both Mercury and Jupiter sitting in my 8th house. Oh goodness. Okay. But let's see what's going on here. Now, Ruby, I know with how kind you are, you're gonna sit there and let everybody have a reading. But we're gonna look at Ruby, because I know she's gonna have stuff going on with this because she has a Virgo stellium. So, like I was talking about with Virgo placements, yeah, our little Virgo queen over here. Yeah, so your sun's just out of it, barely. But your moon and your Mars are doing all those balancing acts between what I was talking about. Always kidding. But since this is your moon, and it's almost there, it's almost some full moon energy. Like, you almost have, like, you're really close to new moon energy in your natal chart, and you're really close to a full moon energy at this moon. So what you're having a lot going on in here, because there's a lot of almost going back and forth. Like, there is one new moon one way, and there's almost another new moon with the actual Pisces new moon. So it's like you have 2 almost new moons and a new moon, and you're just sitting there because of the moon, and it's opposing this literal Pisces new moon thing. It's full moon, new moons, you just got the thing going on over here. So a lot of definite, like I was saying, that cycle ending thing is a big thing for you right now. The creation and cycles are going to be so predominant. I wouldn't be surprised if you're seeing 10-10 or 10s, period, 1 zeros. It's 3-10, it's March 10th. But I wouldn't be surprised if you're seeing 10s all over the place, because 10s and tarot are completion and starting a new journey. So this is like that completion and pioneering energy back and forth across your 5th and 11th house. And it's like this constant flow for you happening. You're definitely going to be feeling this starting tomorrow. It's going to just be moving in and moving all the way across both your 5th and 11th. Because of this opposition that's happening. There's going to be a lot of balancing acts happening for you. Oh gosh. See, I don't remember readings that I do. I really don't. I was actually talking about this earlier today, where when I do readings, or even these, like, I go any kind of readings, any kind of transit, whatever, whether it's tarot, this, anything, I don't remember. I literally don't remember anything that I say. And if someone brings up like, oh, like this and this happened that you read for me, I might not even remember that I read for the person. Like, you telling me that I gave you like a March vibe check, I'm pretty sure I did. but this is I mean, I love getting confirmation, don't get me wrong, like I love getting confirmation on this stuff, but it's just weird because I have no memory of it. But what I was saying about this completion thing, like how it came up for Jupiter, with the fours, you, with all of this new full moon energy, you're having tens. And I, like I said, I can't remember your reading, so if you got tens, this is gonna be another confirmation. But tens, like I was saying in the tarot, are a bunch of completions. Like there's the World, there, Ten of Swords, Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Wands. There's always this completion, or like this feeling of ending something, because the Cups and the Pentacles is like you finally got everything you were working for, you're fulfilled. And the World is like, you know, these opportunities and everything, and how the cycle completes and you start something new. And the Ten of Swords and Ten of Wands is like going through so much pain and hardship, and then you're finally able to release these things and start something that heals you. Or you've gone through all this healing and you're finally shedding that skin and moving towards that, almost like, I don't know why I keep wanting to say Holy Grail, but it's a freaking Monty Python. I don't know why I keep wanting to say that. This is the kind of thing I'm really feeling here for you. And once again, you were probably sitting there like, oh, when I was going on about the Cancer placements, because I think you have some. And you have the Scorpio placements. So all of this energy over here, you're definitely having some Grand Water trines. You're also, I believe, if I'm remembering, I think Mubot's trying to make up for how he thanked a spammer earlier. But trying to see where you got some stuff going on here, because that, oh wait, Ruby, what's your soul urge? Since we were talking about it, I want to look at the house where your soul urge is. Like Rajan, where I was just randomly talking about it earlier. Well, Soul Urge 5. Where everything is having, you know, the party in your chart is pretty much where you're supposed to be looking. All of the inspiration, you're probably just looking at it like, so I got, you know, freaking your North Node and Mercury are like on top of each other. I don't know which one. Mercury still might be in your 4th house. I don't know this little sliver of a thing here. But Mercury is conjunct by pretty much the degree to your North Node. You have all the Pisces in your 5th house, which is your house of creativity. Literally all that stuff I was saying about some subconscious creation, you're in the prime mood for this. Like, no joke. I feel like that moon reading I gave was for you almost. Oh, thank you for the follow. So this Girl, if you aren't making things with this energy right now, especially since what you're going to create is going to, like that freedom I was telling you about, like you can tap into all those easily. Like, especially, I mean, you got Taurus ripping up that seventh house over there. Like I told you, bringing in those partnerships that can bring you some money and all that stuff. You got it chilling in your seventh house. You have an earth energy in your seventh house when I pulled that earth dice that's like rolling around with Uranus. Even though you have it ruled by Aries, you got that lovely earth energy rolling around up in there. Dude, your stuff is making me laugh the more I think about those dice, because you have all your Virgo stuff in the 11th house. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you, well then. I mean, you even got your south node and your north node's in an air sign. But, oh my goodness, all this energy. Why do I have a feeling those specific dice I pulled out are just gonna hit very strange for people? It's already happening every chart I'm looking at. But Ruby, definitely, your soul urge is like, you're gonna ground this is your energy, is pretty much, it's telling you, like, you need to make this energy your bitch. Where the hell is Owen? Where is he? This is, something tells me his chart would be the same kind of thing. It's like needing to just totally take it and like have a throwdown with it, basically. And plus you're having that Gemini energy, both of them, sitting in your 8th house. So you're bringing it in. It's going to be a challenge because some of this stuff's going to be pretty dark and hitting some intimate parts of you that your Virgo placements don't like that much. But they're going to have to get over it. Especially since you're having some Grand Cross energy in your chart. Ooh, girl. You're going to be like, you need to shut up. Like, don't tell me there's that in my chart. Because you have 14, 19... 14 and 13. You have quite a few actually Grand Crosses in your chart. Oh my God. Oh, you are being pushed, hun. You better get a move on. Like, no joke. You need to be making some moves over here. You have so many Grand Cross in your chart. You have another one going to Chiron over here in Aries. It's feeling really hard and really heavy on you because you have so many challenges. And these Grand Crosses you're getting are involving this tons of new moon, full moon energy all over the place for you. It's pretty much like you have a Virgo new moon opposing a Pisces new moon. You're like Chiron. But that's like a big balance of subconscious creation. Like that chaos I was telling you, that's going to be your happy place. You need to be creating from pure chaos. That would be the best thing for you. Because these Grand Crosses are going to feel so heavy that if you just allow yourself to have this, I mean, you have Grand Cross going between Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, and Chiron, because Aries Chiron. And then you have, like, there's multiple of those. And then you have a whole nother set going between Gemini, Pisces, Scorpio, and Virgo. You have, like I said, you have different energies creating these different Grand Crosses, and they're all over your chart. You are literally a ball of chaos right now. And tapping into this is going to be very potent for you. You know, Grand Crosses, as tough as they are, they bring some heavy ass benefits. And you have the earth energy sitting in here with it too, so you definitely could hunker down and make some money. And all of your 11th house and your 5th house is being so highlighted with all this. And that was rolled on the freaking dice over here with... Oh my goodness. Create from pure chaos. Just have fun with it. Like, let it be messy. Like, because otherwise you're going to be thinking too much and you're not going to let yourself create from like this literal pure energy you're having right now. I mean, if you want to take some pointers from Rajan, she's like the queen of surrender over here, so she's definitely, like I said, she has this energy where she's like, you guys are both surrendering to some chaos right now, but she's been having to really hone in on surrendering to her chaos for quite a while. You're having this pinpoint thing happening here. But yes, just if you are creating something and you're not sure and you're seeing some repeating numbers, ones, zeros, 10s, like anything like that, or even 5s, because that soul urge 5 going on too. If you're not sure and you're seeing that, it's pretty much saying go. Like, don't let the fear take over. Like, your Jupiter's even 5 degrees. Go. You're being given a lot of opportunity right now, hun. Don't waste it and let your fear get the best of you with it. Because it's going to be painful because you have 2 Chirons. You have your natal one and you have the transiting one mixing into all this. It's going to make it heavy, like I said. But, like, if you're feeling really bogged down, like, you have this energy where it's going to come through and show you things. You even have planets that... There's more than one planet that's a 5 degree. You have Uranus at 1 degree. I mean... There's multiple things here trying to show you. You have repetitive things that try to come in and help make sense for you. It's 355 right now, by the way. 355. I can't even talk 355. I'm really interested to see what comes out for this energy for you, to be honest. I mean, look at me. I'm randomly wrapping some jewelry. Like, what? I don't even know what the hell's going on with me right now. I'm on this train where I'm just getting stuff and wanting to make things that have, like, my energy on it, and that's all I want. So... But yeah, unless someone else would like their chart done, I'm probably going to call it here for today. And I'm going to be editing... You're welcome, Ruby. I'm going to be editing Monday's videos so I can put them on YouTube. Twitch has a rule where you can't upload to YouTube right away, so gotta follow the rules and wait to post. So I'm gonna be editing today and putting up 2 videos, so the pick a cards, like that love one and the career destiny, are like 2 different videos, and I'm gonna work on the timestamps and everything too, so you can go to your crystals and everything. So that's what I'm gonna be working on after this. And Jupiter, if you didn't get to see those readings, I did 2 pick-a-cards on Monday. So one was love and one was the career destiny. So I mean, if you want to look at those 2 with everything, I guess I feel like I did a lot this week. I'm tired. Actually, I watched a pick-a-card and like the chick literally said, "You guys are tired." I'm like, yeah, I am. But yeah, I'm gonna work on that and hopefully have that up on YouTube as separate videos sometime tonight. And yeah, I'm gonna be resting up, definitely. And I'm changing. Oh my gosh, I got so many things that I need to change with my stuff again. But I need to change more things. And what's funny is my maturity number is 5. So like my maturity energy is that freedom energy and just constant changes, and I just find that ironic. But yeah, I'm gonna be putting it on YouTube probably later tonight and get that done. And I'm gonna be resting as well. But you guys take care of yourselves. Rock out to the energy of this new moon, because it can be really good. Even though it feels really heavy, it's like it's bringing in a lot of good stuff here. I mean, I'm glad I've been able to give you guys messages too with all this, because I feel like that's been a blessing too, because that's just been like a freaking flow coming out too that I've been able to help you guys with, so that makes me happy. But I will see you guys on here, back on Twitch on Monday, and then I will be live on Facebook on Sunday. If you guys are, if you guys go to my Facebook lives. Also, hun, you have a 21/21 ascendant. Ruby, I don't know if you ever noticed that, but you have repeating 21s. So another ounce of confirmation here, and we're in the year 21, 2021. You got 21/21. Have fun with that. Oh, thank you, Jupiter. Make this your year, Ruby. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and head out. You guys have a great rest of your day. And I will see you guys soon.